I walked up to him because they were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself.
Well, it finally happened. Chud the Builder did what he wanted to do from the beginning. Take out his weapon and hurt a black person. Salute me, gente, boys coming through once again. Before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe to the channel. For those who've been showing love and support, do highly appreciate every single one of you guys. So lately, this past week, 2 weeks, this individual's been coming on my feed, right? It's about this content creator who approached black men, and he becomes the respectful racist by using the N-word, by calling them chimps, and by taunting them. And if they dare do something, he'll call the cops or he'll show his gun. You know, it's one of those situations, man. I'm going to say whatever I want to say, but if you approach me, you're going to go to jail. Nothing is built out of hate. Nothing that is built out of hate will prosper in life. And today, my friends, we can see what happens right here. You know, so we have this guy, Chud the Builder, going to court on a civil case. And outside, there's a guy. There's a guy who recognized him, right? Because he's throughout social media, right? Approaching just random people and being racist. Simple as that. With that, of course, there's going to be a certain type of people who are going to want to see that content, right? I feel that it took a long time for this reaction, and it came. We all knew what was going to happen. Thankfully, nobody became unalive. This man was approached by a black person who knew who he was, and they got in a fight. As they struggled, Chud the Builder took out his weapon and fired, hitting himself in the arm and hitting the victim, right? We have seen videos of the scuffle, of the little fight. Then we have seen videos of Chud the Builder being put on a gurney and taken to a hospital. Well, it's official. He just got charged with attempted unaliving, amongst other charges. Look, I don't know what this man was looking, if his hate towards black people is that real or what, but there's nothing good coming out of that situation. Let me just put it that way. It's just a matter of time coming across around the person who just don't care, who's gonna match your energy and surpass it, not caring that you have a weapon. You know, because it seemed like this guy was relying on his weapon, on his firearm, you know, like to protect him. In reality, if two people approach you and take that from you, you're through. I can just tell you, man, that this guy is lucky and nothing happened to him and nothing happened to other person, to the point of somebody losing their lives. Because I'm surprised that didn't happen. Could it have happened? Yes. I feel like a lot of people rely on the history of these situations in where a white man pulls out a weapon on a black person, unalives him. He gets charged with the 187. And eventually, once he goes to jury, he gets acquitted. We have seen this over and over and over and over again. You know that. I know that. And what happens? A lot of people lose hope in the justice system. But it also makes those cowards think that they can get away with things. You know, I stand my ground. I was a victim right here. I was defending myself. When in reality, it is you who's approaching black people and being racist. And if they dare get back at you, you'll call the cops. You pull up your weapon. That's not good behavior. That's something that we have to take serious. And we cannot accept that. As viewers, as viewers in social media, and as society. I don't know what's going to happen with old boy. If he's going to get convicted or not. But you already know how things end up every time. Can you say that he was defending himself? Nobody knows. Of course, after this happened, he went live stream so he can have a proof of what happened. That's his own narrative, his own story, which I can't believe it. You guys can't believe it. But that is the angle that he's putting out there. An individual that has so much hatred towards the black community that he's willing to unalive somebody because he wants to call them racist slurs. You know, it's just a matter of time and it happened. I have seen so many videos about this individual, man, and how he acts. I even seen a video that some lady came out accusing him of being with her. She's black, but I think that was fake, in my personal belief. But what just happened, it's not fake. And this individual took everything for granted and was willing to put his life on the line for content, for hateful content. Right now, with everything that's going on in the United States, man, I feel that those cowards who have hate towards another race, they feel brave to come out and basically show their hatred. They feel like they're protected by the Constitution. But what they forget is that they've taken a gamble with their life. You don't know if you're going to make it. You don't know if whenever you get charged with the charge, if you're going to beat it in court. You don't know. You are gambling with your life for content. And that can't support that. This man almost took the life of a black person. And can he say that it was self-defense? Well, he can say whatever he wants. But what he's forgetting is that his actions are on social media. And people are going to see that. Now, are we going to see ourselves in another case in where another white man walks free after victimizing a black person? I don't know. But if this happens, if that man walks free from this incident, it could be all bad, man. It can be all bad. The black community, man, has had enough, man. The brown community has had enough. But if the justice system fails the black community once again, I feel like all hell might break loose. Just idiots like this is what makes the United States look ugly. Simple as that, man. So just be mindful, man, of what you do. Nothing that is built through hatred is gonna make it. Nothing. And this individual crossed the line and broke the law. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Saludos.